Welcome, everyone, to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Levin. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Udo. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for room. It's Udo. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fights off a defender. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
To the ground to try and pick up the first. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quarterback will keep it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Drones. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give out of the gun. At midfield, he's got room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
So it's 3rd and 1, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this. We're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll pitch it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's throws. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Arizona State, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's McClain. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals of taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football, everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Quarterback extends the play. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Caught over the middle. It's McClain. It's a seam wide open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. That's caught. It's Udo. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Good thought that time there by the quarterback. 3rd and short, you're expecting the defense to be in man coverage, and of course that's the best coverage to take off and scramble and run on. So with this quarterback's athleticism and with his mind and football IQ, it's all...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field, it's drones. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Hokies are in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's caught. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Drones. slings it downfield. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to run, it's Stewart. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. Your start.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Handoff to the single back. Picks up the first down. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And he makes the grab at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast and has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
We
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Motion from the back. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Oh, maybe a double pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get the second half started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Forced out of the pocket. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you roll. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Drones. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back to throw, it's Levin. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Boston College. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw to. He knew he was going to...
Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact... hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. This is a designed run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Throws. Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so we're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest. Get zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try the outside to the left. Crosses the 30. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Second down pass. Complete to the wideout. Gain of 13. And that's a first down for the offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to Brown. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air, it's Levitt. Gets it out quickly. He's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Gets the back moving. And back to the air on 2nd down. This time on target. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll run it. It's Udo. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super.
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Drones. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We've got to be aggressive. We've got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And the Hokies racing to the line in a hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Bennett. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played at Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Makes the grab on the left. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Finds a little space. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. When you need to score badly, you've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Boom. Caught in the backfield. It's McClain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Punt is on its way.
Execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. On the move. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th, and hope to push this edge out to a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Levin. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Finds his man. It's McClain. He'll take it out of bounds at the 48, and a smart play to move the sticks and save the time late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Udo. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Grab near the marker. It's McClain. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And it all comes down to this: make or miss, win or lose. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Man, there is nothing worse in the world than that feeling right there. Missing a field goal when your team needs it the most, that's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those. Man, oh man, Palmer, that stinks.
He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, Dave. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through for them. He's just going to have to learn from this, get back to practice, and want to make it next time he gets that opportunity.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans